This is the Business Growth Hacks Podcast, presented by Beefy Marketing. Here's your host, Andrew Brockenbush.
What's up, my friend?
Faster on the fader today than
it was quick. It's because we got headphones on.
That's right. We
should have got headphones way sooner.
Should have done that.
It's not like we didn't have headphones.
No, they were in the other room. I felt like you didn't need them on camera, but what does it matter?
But I like it.
We're doing a podcast.
I feel like
we can have headphones on.
I don't know. It's more fun because I feel like I've got everything in my ears now.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. And that is my favorite part. It's probably why Joe Rogan and those guys are always wearing headphones.
Well, you kind of get the experience going on here. It sounds like the radio in my ears, not the room.
Because whenever I have the headphones off, I feel like I'm hearing you, but not like I'm hearing you this way.
And for me, it's the same every time. So yeah.
For the people that are just listening to us, they're like, "What are you talking about?" Doesn't matter. Okay, we're here doing a podcast. All right, it's called Business Growth Hacks.
There we go.
If this is your first ever episode with us, thank you for joining us.
Absolutely.
We have a whole song that John wrote earlier.
Oh man, Business Growth Hacks, bringing you business growth facts.
Oh, nice!
I changed it. It got better.
It got so much better. We're getting that produced.
Okay.
That's going to be a real thing.
I think it should be.
So yeah, if you're first time listening to us, that's exactly what we're doing every week. We are bringing hacks, facts, things that you can do to grow your business, take it to the next level. And we've covered a lot of topics from marketing, SEO. We've got some amazing guests in store.
Oh yeah.
We've not done any interviews so far.
No, we haven't. I'm getting excited for the ones we got.
Oh, me too. Because we've got some cool people that we've already met. We already know. They're going to kind of jump on and kind of talk to us about.
That brings me to another thought too. If you have some thoughts or ideas along the lines of what we've been talking about, get at us. We'd love to see if you'd be a good guest if you want to be on.
Follow us on social media, Beefy Marketing, on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube, everywhere, basically. You can leave us a comment, shoot us a message. We would love to talk to you. And we just like to know how we're doing. If you do like the show, hey, do us a favor. Leave us a 5-star review.
Yeah.
Subscribe, because we drop new content every single week. We work really hard on it. It's a lot of fun.
Yep.
And we need more listeners because that's how podcasts work.
That's how they grow.
Hey, but we launched this thing like a month ago and already got several hundred downloads, which is not some crazy big number.
It's not a lot,
but the cool thing has been just like the countrywide perspective.
Right.
We have listeners all over the place.
Singapore, Italy, Germany.
So for our
United
friends
States.
here and abroad, thank you.
Howdy out there in Singapore. That one got me.
It's like, can you understand Texan? Like we have thick accents.
I'm sure they get it.
Okay, good. I feel pretty country for some marketing boys.
Reminds me of that image I sent you the other day of the comment we got on YouTube that was like, dang old Rubik's Cube.
Dang old Rubik's Cube. I know, that's what I was thinking about.
English.
It's like, what do you mean? So we're not your typical marketing guys. We've never done an interview with us, John, and this episode's not for that, but just to kind of give some context to the people out there listening. We actually have a company, Beefy Marketing.
Yep.
John is our video marketing specialist here. He does all things video, podcasts, media content for ourselves internally as well as for our clients. I'm the owner. Started the company about 10 years ago. We are marketing, experts. What we are. It's what we're calling yourself an expert.
Professionals.
Marketing professionals. And it's a lot of fun doing this. We're kind of just taking all of our wisdom from the last 10 years, bringing it out to you guys. And today's episode, no different. We are talking about the beloved, or maybe the hated. I don't know. I guess it depends on how you take it.
Yeah.
Black Friday. It's one of those days that, when I was a kid, it was cool because it was like, it was relatively still civil.
Yeah.
And like throughout the years, it's gotten kind of obnoxious.
I've almost seen it come like full circle, like get obnoxious and then kind of people back off of it and not make it such a
that's
big
why,
deal.
Black Friday was one day. Then it was like, kind of pulled through to Cyber Monday, this new holiday.
And now it's kind of like Black Friday is that whole weekend.
The whole weekend. And then now you'll see companies rolling out ads that say they're doing Black Friday
in February.
Starting now in this whole month.
Exactly.
What are you doing?
Yeah.
So today we're talking about Black Friday, why it's important for your business, why you should be thinking about it. Maybe you've not thought about it. Maybe you think Black Friday is only for the big box retail stores. That's not true.
Yeah.
We're going to break that down, talk a little bit about that. To kick this conversation off, John.
Alrighty.
What is the best Christmas present you've ever received?
Well, that would have to be my very first guitar.
Oh, tell me about it.
It was blue Strat, and we got it through actually Billy Gibbons from ZZ Top. We got it through his artist endorsement because my dad was friends with his guitar tech, and that's how I got my first guitar.
What a gift.
Oh, it was awesome.
That is cool.
It also came with a little Marshall practice amp.
Oh, so you just had the perfect little.
Oh yeah,
You were
perfect
excited.
setup. It had a little button to push to get high gain.
Did you already know how to play at this time, or were you still?
I was a drummer. My dad was buying me a guitar, I believe, to get the volume level in the house to come down. Here, play this after dark. Play this when I get home.
Yeah, didn't think you'd be a metal guitarist.
No, I wasn't thinking about that. Yeah, he bought me the 412 too, so
He was expecting it to get louder.
He knew.
I don't know if I've shared this on the podcast before. If I have, I'm sorry, but whenever I was a kid, we kind of grew up a little less fortunate, and so finances were tough. We didn't always get like the biggest Christmas gifts, and that was fine. What we got was always awesome. But one year, I think it was in 4th grade, Toys for Tots actually.
Oh yeah.
Called I guess it was actually the whatever it's called, the counselor.
Yeah.
Called me down to the office, said, "Hey, we've got something at the office for you." Blah blah blah. And I was like, "Oh, okay, that's weird."
Yeah.
And it was because they were doing like a gift exchange in class.
I got you.
And I didn't have anything.
Yeah.
And so I came down there, and Toys for Tots had dropped off a Christmas present for me.
Nice.
And at first it was like, it's kind of like
it almost feels like a slap in the face or something like that happens.
You're
at
poor.
first. Yeah.
It's very clear you're poor.
Yeah.
But the gift ended up being like a really nice set of walkie-talkies.
So it kind of...
And it was just like, it was bittersweet, right? It was like, yeah, this kind of sucks. But it's like, what a sweet gift.
I got something cool, right?
And so I cherish that, and obviously kind of have a special place in my heart for that organization, and just like, any organization that helps out people that are in, a financially different, position. So that was probably one of my favorite. I mean, there's so many, like just little things.
I mean, there's stuff I can remember from younger before the guitar, because I was a teenager when I got that. But that kind of steered my life a whole direction.
100%. I think bikes were always like a really cool.
Oh yeah.
Like anytime I got a bike.
I remember I got a new bike once. It was amazing. Yeah. It was a new bike. It's like, wow, it's all shiny.
Anytime you get a new bike, I think it's like, I could have gotten one every year and I'd have still been just as excited.
Yeah.
I feel like there was there was a year. So this is really weird too, because it kind of goes hand in hand with the whole, like, how we grew up. But there was one year that we were homeless and we were living in a shelter. And that year, my mom still managed to get me the Sock'em Bock'ems.
Oh yeah.
When they came out,
the big old.
And it's like, so like that was another one of those like moments as a child that like, it was like, okay, this is like bottom.
Right.
We're like in a shelter, laying on the floor.
Still got the gift.
But it got this gift that was just like, monumental at that age.
Yeah.
And it snowed, and which is a rarity for people here in Texas, that. But that year it snowed, so it just something about it still felt special.
Yeah.
And so that is another gift that kind of always shined out.
I got a Walkman, the tape player one. I had one of those. That was a cool gift. I wore that thing out on the bus, I think, from 6th to 8th grade.
You remember when you like put a Discman in your pocket and it had like the anti-skip feature, which didn't really...
It didn't work. You start riding your bike down the road or something, it's like... And that's how they invented chopped music right there.
Exactly. And that was the birth of Chopped and Screwed.
Yeah.
What are you hoping to get or give this year?
Man, I really want to give my youngest some kind of GoPro Kids version of it, because he's always running around making pretend YouTube videos on his camera.
Oh yeah. Nice.
He just walks around pretending.
Yeah.
So I'm like, well, he's probably just trying to be like me.
Yeah.
Walking around with a camera.
That's cool.
But so I'd like to get him one of those, and then kind of already jumped the gun for the older boys and bought a go-kart a little while back.
Oh yes, they got a little early.
We'll probably
gift.
get them. We'll get them something else. They want that PS5. I'd like to do it, but I don't know about the supply chain, which I think
we're going to talk about that a little bit. Yeah. I think this year I would like to. So this will be my first year in a house. I've always had an apartment. Yeah. So I'm excited. I mean, this is not a gift related, but I'm excited about like being able to like decorate with lights and put on the normal stuff you do when you have a house, which I feel like such a grown up now.
Yeah.
And it's almost like kind of going back to childhood. 'Cause, when you are a kid, you kind of help your parents decorate, and then you move on your own and you're in an apartment, and you kind of just...
It's playing all over again.
Yeah. It's kind of taking it all back. So I'm excited about that, but I kind of want to get the new MacBook Pro.
Oh, that M1 chip.
Dude.
You're going to go Max or Pro?
I think which is the biggest? The Pro is
Max is the biggest one.
I think that one.
Yeah.
Whichever one is like the most high end.
Yeah, it's the Max.
I was looking at some videos last night before I went to bed.
Yeah.
I'm watching just like speed, like performance results.
Yeah.
It's insane.
It's insane. I know. We watched the launch the day of. We were doing a podcast, I remember, and we had a break in between. It was like, oh, it's live right now. And we put it on the screen and drooling. I think somebody asked from the other room, are y'all watching the new MacBook release?
Like, yes. Yes, we are.
How could you tell?
Dude, first of all, like just the specs on that thing are impressive, but
the chip itself, how it cools itself, because that's one of the biggest issues I run into is my computer gets hot.
Oh, yeah.
And the heat affects performance. You need to keep it cool because heat is not good for computer parts.
One of the videos I watched last night was actually really cool because in his performance test, he actually had one of those like thermal guns.
Yeah.
And he was doing temperatures on the screen and the keyboard, basically on like the bottom where you would have it on your lap with like the max efforts.
Yeah.
And it was like the fan kicked on. Like he could tell because he's running some software that said the fan was running at a certain RPM.
I got you, yeah.
But he had the mic down by the computer and you couldn't hear the fan.
Couldn't hear the fan at all.
And the temperature had only rose by like 8 degrees.
Right.
And I was like, oh.
Yeah. And see, that's nice because I tried to render one time while we were doing a podcast and I had to stop it because it started sounding like an airplane taking off over here.
Exactly. Well, enough about that. Let's jump into what we're talking about today.
Let's do it.
And let's start with a statistic.
All right.
Like I always talk about, the billions, right? Sales cycle reported that in 2019, Black Friday online sales surpassed all previous records, reaching $7.4 billion.
1 billion. 1 billion.
That is up by $1.2 billion from 2018's $6.2 billion record. So again, $6.2 billion to $7.4 billion on Black Friday online sales in 2019. That is huge.
That is so much money.
If you are a business online, brick and mortar, you should be observing this holiday.
I think so.
I know it's a little weird. I know some people just don't want to like...
You know, I kind of got mad at it for a long time because I felt like the Christmas season gets kicked off with consumerism instead of like the reasons for the season. And that upset me. But at the same point in time, from a marketing standpoint, if everybody's doing it, it's kind of like a festival that you got a free booth at.
Yeah, that's... If you've ever done a festival or a trade show, then you know that those fees to get a booth
they can...
It's expensive.
Yeah.
And like you said, it's like going to a festival, trade show, getting a booth, and not having to spend $1 necessarily to be a participant.
Exactly.
So if you're not participating, you're missing out.
You're missing on a free opportunity to really kind of jump a part of something that's bigger than your company.
Yeah. And you think about like even me, like if I have a big purchase I'm going to make and it's I'd say within a 30 to 60 day window of Black Friday, all of a sudden you kind of pump the brakes.
Right.
You're like, oh, we want to get a new TV. We better wait for Black Friday.
Yeah.
Oh, we're going to get a new lawnmower. Let's see if that company's going to have a lawnmower on sale.
You know, I would say probably starting next week on Monday, everyone, for any large purchases that aren't necessary, you know, that extra stuff, they're probably going to wait till Black Friday.
That's right. Because they know they'll get a better deal.
They know that sales are about to start.
And some of those sales are,
which that gives me
vanity.
an idea for another podcast too of what to do now during that time when people may not want to buy. But anyway.
That's a great point. But I think that if, like you said, if you're not participating, you're missing out on a big sales opportunity.
Exactly. Yeah.
And so,
I mean, 6.4 billion, 6.2 billion. Is that what it was?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then, if it went up to 7.4 billion in 2019, I can't imagine what it's going to be this year post COVID.
Right, because
where people are
online shopping is taking over.
That's right.
You know, because I was looking at some stats getting ready for this, and in February of this year, we had Black Friday style online shopping numbers.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Just on a whim, just because the online sales increased.
I think February is when everything kind of shut back down again.
Yeah. Man.
Yeah.
It's just crazy because you think about some people. I do think, like even me, when I think about Black Friday, the first thing that comes to mind is I'm going to go wait in line at Target or Best Buy.
I remember waiting for the Xbox 360 years ago and like being in line outside a store in this, not snow, but cold.
Yeah. Yeah, I remember. I definitely remember because they started opening up Thursday nights early too.
Yeah.
The night before Black Friday.
Yeah, I got kicked out of the store and had to go wait.
Okay.
I
remember on Thanksgiving Day, we went to, we did Thanksgiving per normal.
Right.
And then all of us as like a family went over there to wait in line. We probably weren't going to buy anything. We just wanted to be a part of that experience.
Before it was even Black Friday, I remember going with my aunts, like, because, you know, you meet up with your cousins at Christmas, and it's
Yeah.
like, can I go to their house and play with our new toys together?
Yeah, exactly.
And then I remember my aunt would always go shopping on Friday regardless. So I knew we were going to the mall the next day, and we'd spend some of that Christmas money, you know?
Yeah.
But it wasn't even called Black Friday. It was just kind of,
It
all
was
right,
just-
Thanksgiving's over. We got a month. Let's get this thing done.
Yeah. And that's kind of where Black Friday it just naturally happened almost.
It did. I think people started shopping at that point anyway. A lot of people were off work because of Thanksgiving anyway.
Yeah. And it was like, it's just perfect timing.
It's honestly a marketing dream come true.
Yeah.
You know?
So I think that what we want to talk about today mainly is, and it's going to be kind of a quicker, I don't know, maybe a little bit quicker discussion than normal, because we're going to just throw out some ideas that you guys can do to get started on Black Friday.
Right.
The kind of the game plan, what you should kind of be thinking about.
Right.
And then just why, again, just kind of restating why it's so important to be taking advantage of this day, right? I'd say one of the biggest things that businesses need to be thinking about, online stores specifically, is something you brought up earlier, which was a little bit about supply chain and
we talked. Yeah.
And so everyone knows right now there are major supply chain issues,
Right.
globally across a variety of different sectors.
For a variety of different reasons.
Yeah, exactly. And that has affected not only supply chain, but it's also affected shipping times.
Yep.
Shipping has changed. Shipping is, a lot of it's delayed right now.
Right.
I know that Kara from our team told me she was trying to ship a package to Australia yesterday.
Yeah.
Australia is no longer accepting packages from the postal service.
Because they're so backed up.
I don't know if it's backed up or because they're shut down or have like extreme shutdown rules right now, but they won't accept it.
Wow.
So she went to UPS, who was sending to Australia.
Yeah.
And she said it was like 4 or 5 times the amount of money to ship it there. And it was like, ugh.
Supply versus demand.
That's right. It's just, it's all really weird right now. So with that being said, if you're planning on running Black Friday sales, if you're planning on running Cyber Monday sales, or, anything leading up to the holidays,
right,
you need to be thinking about, one, how does your inventory look?
Right. Because you were talking about the shipping cost.
Yeah.
Your sale price could end up hurting you more than helping if your shipping is going to be, that cost.
Yeah, because no one's going
to.
If the product costs 20 and the shipping costs 20,
no
one's going to buy it.
Right.
So you've got to get that stuff figured out now.
Yeah.
What's it going to cost to ship it? How much time do you need to give yourself to ship it so that the person has it in time for Christmas morning?
December 25. Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of
really, you needed the 24th or earlier.
Yeah, to get it wrapped and everything else.
Yeah.
So now, obviously, part of this is on the buyer's side. Like, they need to buy it when they should. But at the same time, you as a business have the opportunity to market yourself and say, hey, here are my countdown. 3 days left, 2 days left, 1 day left to get this in time for Christmas. You need to be utilizing that information.
Well, and you're also creating with that kind of email, if it's an email plan or even SMS or whatever, you're creating an urgency.
Agreed.
Buy today or you're not going to have this.
That's right.
And some people will jump at that just for fear of missing out.
Yep.
Oh, man, well, I don't want to miss it. I'll buy it.
FOMO and urgency are two of the biggest sales
they really are.
tactics ever.
They really are. And I don't see that changing.
You also should be thinking about what your customer service plan is going to be leading up to that.
Like your return policies?
Yeah, return policies. And just like, how are you going to handle it when a customer comes to you and they're frustrated because their stuff didn't ship on time?
Right.
Like, you need to make sure you've got a good plan in place.
Do you have a gift to give out in place of that or something?
If something goes wrong, like, are you going to incentivize, like, hey,
we don't have this, but here, have a shirt and a towel, or
or here's 10% off your next order. Here's, whatever.
And we'll get it to you by this day, hopefully. Yeah.
So I want to kind of just start with some ideas.
Okay.
Some ideas that I think will, if you have considered Black Friday as a part of your overall sales strategy, and maybe you just don't know where to start. A lot of times people think, well, if I don't have a inventory product, like I don't sell a t-shirt, or I don't sell like TV or whatever, then Black Friday doesn't apply to them. That's just not the case.
I don't think so either, because a lot of the gifts that you get for Christmas, things like that, they can end up being clutter on your counter.
Yeah.
But things like services, like a nail salon trip or a massage, or something like
or experiences,
a concert ticket or escape room, something like that. Things like that, they're not going to eat up counter space or anything like that.
Yeah.
They're directly consumable, and it's usually a gift card. It's it's going to be easy on you, easy on the person you're giving it to, and you're giving them an experience or a service or something to do.
So you just said one that is one of the great. First one we can kick the thing off with is gift cards.
Oh yeah,
right.
Yeah.
Make sure if you don't offer gift cards currently, you are selling gift cards.
Yeah, because what does a gift card cost you other than?
Yeah. I mean, because especially now, like gift cards can be e-deliverable.
Yeah.
Where it's
yeah,
like
they
just get
can
an
cost
email
you almost nothing.
with literally nothing. If you want it to be like this nice little envelope in a plastic card or whatever, that's still next to nothing. We're talking about $2 to $3. You know, and it's like, it's worth it.
It really is, because it also gives a legitimacy to your business when there's a gift card to it.
It's like, oh, dang.
Like it because it's in the shape of a credit card, I think it makes us start thinking a certain way about that place.
Yeah, I totally agree. Yeah, gift cards, you know, obviously not to spend too much time on this, but gift cards are great, because the other thing that's great about gift cards, I should say this based on the thing we talked about earlier with the deadlines for shipping.
Yeah.
Gift cards.
They're not going to.
That's right. They're not going to.
Man, that's a good
if it's an e-deliverable gift card, you can get it the day of.
Yeah, you're never going to have a shipping problem with the digital deliverables.
That's right. It can be pretty instant.
Right.
So gift cards are a product that whenever it's last minute, and this is one of the things that we've done with some of our e-commerce clients, is when it's a day before and they know that they're not going to be able to get the orders out in time for the holidays.
Right.
They no longer start promoting, order your stuff now, order your stuff now.
Right. Yeah.
They say, hey, buy a gift card.
Yeah.
It's not too late to get a good gift. Buy a gift card.
You change your
messaging.
Because people are still in buy mode up until, well after the first of the year, because people get money for Christmas and whatnot. And up until February, when they're trying to dish all that, beginning of year sales or tax sales, so they don't have to pay the taxes on it. Yeah. So you see shopping from Black Friday almost through March. I would say.
Yeah. I mean, it definitely kind of has this.
And then tax returns come in. So
it literally just fades right into that.
It almost kicks off a shopping season for the year.
I agree, because you've got Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and a lot of people do Cyber like that whole week.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like this whole week.
They extend the deals out because why not?
And then people are in the layaway mode for last minute Christmas gifts.
Oh yeah.
Right. Then you got all the people that got Christmas gift cards and money from Christmas.
And then they're going to go spend that.
That's right. Yeah. And then, like you said, it rolls into tax money.
And it's going to roll out. And then, your tax money starts coming in. And people, they shop with that. Yeah.
So it's like, be ready for that.
Yeah.
Another great way you could get involved with Black Friday is a deal a day.
Oh, yeah.
Sweetwater does a great job of this.
Yes,
Sweetwater is a music company, and they do 12 days of Christmas.
Right.
And each of those 12 days leading up to their end of their kind of shipping window, which they know that they need to get it shipped to you in time, they have 12 days of deals.
Right.
And it's not necessarily one product each day.
It's just a couple different things that are on sale usually. And I think what they're doing now, and they may get mad at me for saying this, is they're taking their current deal section that's already on the website and just
they're repurposing it into this 12 days of Christmas. Yeah. And they might have some extra stuff there.
I'm sure they do. They probably come up with some special promotions for Christmas.
But you're right. Overall, I think it's just like it's kind of like having a daily specials or something like that and saying, okay, now we're going to call this our Christmas specials. It's like, it's just your daily specials. You just call them Christmas specials.
Just call it Christmas, yeah.
So Sweetwater 12 Days of Christmas is a really good company to look after, because they are doing a great job, and I'm sure they see an increase in revenue from that. And those are deal of the day or deal a day.
That's definitely a time of year that musicians will be getting presents.
Oh yeah, and buying. A lot of times parents want to get their kids
that first guitar,
learn this new thing for the new, New Year's.
Yeah, resolutions. Yeah,
jams and all of that stuff too.
People do give that kind of thing for Christmas. Yeah.
Yeah. So another great one is free gifts with a purchase.
Oh, I got you, like a free little,
something. A great example of this actually is.
I just thought of one, but
I can't wait to hear yours. Ulta and I think it's Ulta. They sell makeup. If you don't know, I know I shouldn't know this, but whatever. Ulta's a makeup company. Got a lady. Yeah. One of the things they do is, and this is actually quite brilliant, is that they go and work with their vendors. Their vendors, let's just say they have a brand new body lotion that they want people to buy.
Right.
That vendor will actually make a ton of small sample bottles of that.
Interesting.
And now Ulta gives that out as the free purchase gift.
That goes with.
But now someone tries this sample lotion.
So what you're talking about is combined marketing.
It's two things, right? It's now we're offering both free gifts with purchase, and we're talking about kind of not affiliate marketing. It's more like, co-branded marketing opportunities where it's like a joint venture almost.
And the other thing that comes along with that, I guess my example first, and you're going to laugh. It was Specs. Because if you buy a big bottle, they give you a sample bottle.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you're right.
All the time, yeah. So that's what the first thing that came to my mind.
Sorry. Yeah. No, that's a good one.
But no, I usually end up going to Specs a lot at Christmas time, just buying.
Yeah,
people.
that's a good. Yeah, it's a good.
Yeah.
I mean, even like we get it for like housewarming gifts and stuff like that too. Like a nice bottle of wine, nice bottle of whiskey or whatever.
I usually go with a nice single malt to give away.
Yeah. So that's a great one, you know, and I like that one actually just worked out well to kind of be two types of marketing, right? Like you didn't even necessarily have to be the person giving the free something away. Yeah, you're the one physically handing it out, but maybe you had no cost involved to do that. Right.
And you know what that does for me too? You ever have someone just give you a surprise gift?
It's a good feeling, right?
Yeah. So, you know, I went expecting to spend money on this, but I got more value out of my money because I got something else that I wasn't planning on getting, and I didn't have to spend my money on it.
And you're more apt to be a promoter?
Even if that free gift was included in the price of what I bought. Yeah. You know what I mean?
But it's psychologically
even
speaking,
here, even knowing that, it makes me feel good.
You're like, oh, thanks.
Yeah.
Thanks for that. Yeah. So that's a good one. I like that one. Obviously, we've talked about this a lot already, but extending your sale from Black Friday all the way through Cyber Monday.
Right, yeah.
You know, if you're already doing a Black Friday sale and you know that there's 2 days between that and Cyber Monday, the digital version, which is all just a blurred line now, just go ahead and do the whole weekend.
Yeah. So, I got a question for you here.
Yeah.
So, do you think you should separate Black Friday from Cyber Monday as far as the deals are concerned? Should Cyber Monday be all online and Black Friday not, like all store-wide to get people into stores, or...
Good question.
Yeah.
It's hard to say because obviously the people listening to the podcast probably have more online businesses than brick and mortars.
I think that's who we're talking to
more. But I would say, sure, have a couple of extra things on Cyber Monday.
Yeah.
I think there's something fun about unlocking more deals as the days go by.
Exclusivity is a powerful tool as well.
Yeah, because it's like, think about this. Like I come to you on Friday and I see that you have something behind this little lock.
Yeah.
And it unlocks and I'm like, ooh, that's a great deal. I'm going to buy that.
Yeah.
But if everything was unlocked, I'd be like, I already saw it all. I got the things that I wanted and I'm gone.
Don't reveal too much.
Yeah.
When you save something for the...
When you drip it out Saturday, Sunday, Monday, now I've visited your website 4 times potentially.
You know what? You're right, because I can't tell you during the 12 days of Christmas how I'm going every day to look and see what there is.
Yeah.
They've got me to their website
because you want to know.
Because I want to
know what it is. And those kind of things go really well with competitions and giveaways as well.
Yeah, it does.
You know, and actually that goes with another one that I'll come back to. There are these. What is it called? I think I wrote it down somewhere around here. Mystery savings.
Yes.
Where it's either like a scratch or spin to save.
I got you. Yeah. You get your chance to win a coupon, 10% off, and then you could win other things or like a $50 gift card.
Exactly.
Or yeah.
And those are fun too because for those of you that don't know how this software works, it's a little loaded, but I mean we're marketers. We're talking to marketers, okay?
Yeah.
The way that this software works is you can actually say, okay, on this spin to win, we're going to create, 6 different offers. One's going to be free shipping. One's going to be 10% off. One's going to be a free gift with purchase. If one's going to be a $50 voucher.
Yeah.
Whatever, right? And only one of those things are going to be like of major value. Everything else is going to be relatively easy to give away. 10% off or whatever.
Like we were talking about before with, your free email address.
Exactly.
The free giveaway, yeah.
So once you put all that in there, the software will actually allow you to say what the probability that it'll land on there.
Okay.
So it's not truly random.
Yeah.
I can literally tell it, hey,
only
land on this 1% of the time.
Yeah.
Land on this 70% of the time.
Right.
So in all fairness, it is still random.
Yeah.
Right? It's not like every third time you're going to win or every 100th time. But we've kind of given it some additional data points to say.
Well, if you're giving away $1,000 shopping spree, you don't want to give away 200 of them. You know what I mean?
So you're saying, how many times can someone ever land on this?
Right.
So I think that's what's cool about that too, is that when we're giving away a mystery gift.
Yeah. Because they don't know what they're going to get.
They don't know what they're going to get. It's exciting.
It's a gamble. It's Vegas.
And everybody loves gambling.
Everybody loves gambling. It's
bad. It's addictive. But
if you don't think so, just go to a casino and try. Wait, maybe not.
Yeah, no. Or look at what the Texas Powerball's worth right now. I mean, or the Mega Millions. I'm sure it's crazy. Like, people love to gamble.
That's proof right there because nobody's won that thing in how long? And that's how the pot got so big.
Exactly. So I think that those kind of mystery savings are a lot of fun. And those are, again, associated. They tie back to that other one too, where it's like each day you're unlocking something new.
Right, yeah.
It keeps me wanting to come back.
Well, yeah, if I can go spin that thing every day, I might go try to win that, big prize every day up until the deal's over, you know?
Yeah. Leading up to any of these things we've talked about, make sure you're offering kind of a sneak peek.
Yeah.
Don't give too much.
This is what we might be giving away.
But hey, like, we've got some guitars that are going to be heavily discounted next week.
I got you. So
now I'm thinking, well, I've been wanting to get a new guitar. I don't know which guitar's on sale.
Right. But maybe I'll wait and see.
I'm going to wait and see. Right. So it's that kind of thing that gets people. It's just that bait, you know? It's like chumming the water a little bit. It's just like.
It is. You're right.
It's getting all the fish a little bit hung.
Kind of
like,
ready to bite. Yeah.
So make sure you kind of do that. Don't forget about your email list.
Oh, yeah. That's one of the most powerful tools you have in marketing is your email list. You spend all this time building it. Utilize it.
I still don't think there's anything more valuable for a business than their email list or your audience in general.
Because they're people you've already captured their attention. Right. They already are interested in what you're doing. You just got to kind of keep them updated.
Yeah. And we talked about this probably before, but it's kind of this thing I always talk about is borrowed versus owned.
Okay.
When you go to Facebook and you make a post, you're borrowing Mark Zuckerberg's traffic.
Right.
When you go to Instagram, well, you know, Mark Zuckerberg owns that too. So you're borrowing his traffic again. You know, you go to TikTok, you're borrowing whoever owns TikTok. Somebody in China, I'm pretty sure.
Somebody with a lot of money. That's probably affiliated with Fox.
Exactly.
Because they're sponsoring the World Series.
TikTok, you're borrowing their traffic.
Yeah.
No matter what platform I throw out there, you're borrowing traffic. You don't own that traffic.
Right.
If you wanted to get in front of those people again,
you're going to have to borrow that.
You have to borrow it.
Yeah.
The same people won't see it every time. And if you want them to see it every time, what are you going to do? Paid ads, right? Owned traffic is when you've gotten people that you've gotten their attention.
Yeah.
You've converted them into an email.
Like an email, but yeah.
That's when you get your email list. Once they're in your email list, what happens when you want to get in front of them again? You just send them an email. You own that traffic.
It's like
now.
Getting a girl's phone number back. You know what I mean?
Yep.
You got that number?
Once you have the number, you have the number, right?
Yeah.
So don't forget about your email list. I think it's the base place you should be starting when you're creating these promotions, when you're telling people about them. Start with your email list.
Right.
Don't discount all the social media platforms. I'm not saying that that's not a good idea.
Right.
But an email list is the cheapest, easiest way to get right in front of the people that you know that like your products.
They're ready. Yeah. They're the ones who are going to bite.
Yeah, that's right.
And you talk about the funnel a lot. That's their bottom of the funnel right there.
Yeah.
And so why not
get them in there?
Get them in there.
Yep. Partner with industry influencers.
Oh, yes, absolutely.
We kind of talked about that a little bit with the free product.
The free product, partnering with people. But I think industry influencer to me says somebody that is an authority in your industry, if that exists.
Yeah.
You know? And it does, I guarantee you, on some level.
Yeah, well, let's just use a medical spa, for example.
There we go.
If we know a medical spa wants to do a really big promotion on gift cards.
Yeah.
They want to sell gift cards for the holidays.
Right.
If they partner with a huge fashion blogger
Yeah.
or a huge fitness model, someone whose demographic and audience looks similar.
If they give them a gift card to give away as a contest
That's
on
right.
their social channels.
Well, we've driven all this traffic.
Yeah.
Right? And we've created awareness beyond our own circle of influence. We talk about that a lot internally. I don't know if we say it on the podcast.
I don't know if we have talked about that on
we
the
always
podcast.
talk about your circle of influence, the people that are in your circle that you directly influence through social posts, emails, whatever. When we talk about going beyond your circle of influence, it's when I bring that influencer on, she has her own audience. He has his own audience.
Well, you get the Venn diagram of our audience, their audience, and then we get this. Yeah, you know?
Yeah, totally agree. So those industry influencers, those partnerships are really helpful. It could also be a thing where you go in with another company and you do a big thing together.
That could be really big.
You know?
I think an example of that is one Christmas, who was it? It was a coffee company and a whiskey company, but they made a line of whiskey and coffee that they sold together.
Oh, that's smart.
Mm-hmm. And it was holiday flavored as well.
And if you already admire both brands, or maybe like you said, the Venn diagram, if I like this coffee company and you like this whiskey company, there's a chance that we'll both like each other's products too.
Especially if y'all have similar cultures in your marketing or just similar cultures, you know, your companies run kind of.
It'd be like a great example of that would be like if Black Rifle Coffee Company partnered up with a veteran owned whiskey company. Yeah. They did a special blend that was like whiskey, barrel aged, blah, 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 coffee beans or something. Everyone would buy that from
Right.
both audiences.
Oh, yeah.
But not only does it just drive sales for that one product that they created together,
Yeah.
it also drove the traffic the opposite
Well,
direction.
so yeah, you've got with a veteran-owned company, you're going to have veteran supporters that are probably looking to that, and
Yep.
they're going to support both of those companies.
SMS marketing is also really good right now.
Oh, absolutely.
When you think about SMS marketing, it's relatively still untapped. I mean, it's starting to get a little bit more, a little bit worse than it used to be, but it's still a little more untapped than email marketing.
Yeah, I agree because I definitely get way more emails than
Marketing SMS,
yeah, marketing. Yeah.
Now
I
be
know
careful
that-
about how much.
Yes, because I have one company that I bought one thing there maybe 3 years ago, and I swear, like once a month, once a week, I get a text message, "Come buy this."
Famous stages.
And I wasn't going to say their name, but yes.
Yeah.
There's
Same.
literally like
1 billion.
Yeah, text.
Yeah.
Same.
Same.
Same. So just be careful about how much and how
Yeah.
frequent you're texting.
You
people.
don't want to be annoying, and make sure we talked about this quality of content, quality of deal in this case.
Oh yeah.
The quality of your deal, because if it's your regular product that you marked up 15% and then dropped 15%,
I mean, you might be able to get away with it, but it's not the way to go.
it's not really offering value to them.
Yeah.
In that case, you better be giving a free gift.
And that, okay, I'm glad you said that
Yeah.
because people see through that.
Oh, 100%. I'd see it all the time.
And it's
yeah.
kind of, betrayal is not the right word, but it definitely makes me feel like I care less about your brand.
It's
When you do
'cause
that.
you care less about me as a consumer.
Yeah. Anytime I see a promotion that says,
Yeah.
oh, here's our Black Friday deal, and it's like, you do that all year long.
All the time. Yeah.
That's not a deal. Like, don't waste my time with that email.
Yeah.
Like, it's frustrating.
Yeah.
Because like if I have been on the fence about buying that all year,
Right.
you could have offered something of good value and I would have bought.
Right.
But instead you chose to be selfish.
And that could drive me the opposite way.
Yeah, I'm like, you know what? These guys are just in it for the money.
Yeah. You know
know?
what? I'll find somebody else because, we're about support local too.
Yeah.
Support people because we care about people. And
Yep. I think that's good. We didn't write that down, but I think that that's really important too, is leverage the fact that if you are a local business, that you are local. Find all your other local businesses in your area, network, and see how you guys can promote each other's Black Friday specials.
Yeah, I know it's in here later. I don't know if I want to jump there yet, but you could even come together with all those guys and create some sort of shopping guide that has all of your products.
Yeah, gift guides are great. That'll be when we get to the hack today.
Yeah, okay.
I want to get into that, but gift guides are great, and we're going to kind of break down that today about how I think it's one of the easiest ways you guys can get more sales. So we'll go over that here in a little bit. I think one of the other things you have to do when you're thinking about the marketing side of this, okay, it's like we gave you a bunch of ideas of how you could potentially do it.
Yeah.
But from a marketing perspective, you've got to do a couple things. One, pop-ups, hello bars at the top of your site, things like that. You got to make sure that those deals are visible, present. How do people know that they can actually take advantage of that? Because if I get to your website and there's nothing telling me that there's a deal there, even if you already sent me an email with a coupon, if I didn't see it there,
I
in my
might think
face,
I missed it.
I'm like, oh, I guess they're not doing anything. I'm gonna go ahead and leave.
Well, especially because Black Friday specifically is in your face.
Boom.
Impulse, buy this now.
Yep.
They try not to give you time to think at all about those. It's all impulse driven.
It's all impulsive driven. So make sure that you, regardless if you think your people already know about the deal or not, put it on your website.
Tell them again.
A banner, a pop-up.
Yeah.
Utilize, those email channels, those text channels.
Yeah.
Utilize your social media channels. Let people know before your offers that there's offers coming.
Yeah.
And let them know the day of and the day before
Right.
what they are.
And then, and like you said earlier, if you run out of your deal, offer something else.
Yeah. On the day of Black Friday, Cyber Monday, that whole weekend, if someone goes to your Instagram, Instagram page, for example, your Instagram stories better say what that deal is.
Yeah, I better.
I want to see it because it's going to drive me to your website to buy.
Exactly.
And it needs to tell me. Because if I go to your Instagram page and if I don't see anything happening,
I'm not going to
go to your website. I'm not going to waste the time.
I don't think you're doing anything right.
And that applies to any kind of company.
It does.
Software companies,
well,
Instagram story.
Yeah.
Post that stuff.
Well, the other thing we've talked about this in our social before on the podcast, but your posts don't last that long.
No.
So if you're not posting every day, especially during something like this going on, and probably I would say 2 to 3 times a day.
Agreed.
reminding them that, especially for the duration of that Friday to that Sunday, I would say minimum 3 posts a day.
Totally agree.
And
it needs to be at the top of people's feed that you've got something going on.
right, because there's so much going on as well. You're gonna get just lost.
Yeah,
in the
it's a
crowd.
noisy weekend.
I can't tell you how many times I've come back after, Cyber Monday, everything's over, and been like, oh wow, they were selling those for that cheap.
I know.
I wish I would have known
I
that.
was like, dang it.
Yeah.
Ugh. Because you're right. It is a day.
Yeah.
It's a day with a lot of stuff going on.
There's a lot. I mean, as it is, we see so many advertisements per minute anyway.
Yeah. And that's another great thing you can do too, technically, is once you do expire it, maybe a week later, hit people back up with one more email that says, hey,
Last chance.
last week was crazy.
Maybe
you missed it.
Yeah, maybe it was 10% off. Now it's 5% off.
Yeah. But
Maybe
something.
but
still incentivize people to
yeah.
still come back and check it out. Because like you said, I've hated that whenever I forgot or didn't see that somebody had a deal and I was like, I really, really wanted to get that. There's two thoughts to this.
Yeah.
Some people might think, well, they wanted it. Now they're back on my website. Now they're going to just buy it at full price. The reality is, as a consumer, I'm telling you this, and as a marketer,
Yeah.
if I didn't want to buy it before that discount, I wasn't ready to buy it.
Yeah.
What was incentivizing me to buy it was the fact that they're okay. Well, it's a little bit on sale. I'll do it.
Right. A sale will, man, I'm a sucker for a sale.
Me too. So it's
I really am.
So being able to kind of re-reel them in and say, hey, yeah, it's not 20% off, it's 15% off, or not 20,
whatever.
it's 10.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, it's not as good of a deal as it was.
But I'm going to
But it's
lose
still-
this deal if I don't
That's
jump
right.
on it now.
Again, sense
Yeah.
of urgency,
Yeah.
right? Let's talk about how to be prepared,
All right.
how to actually get ready for this day.
How to make sure you know.
We've talked about some ideas, what you can do.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about making sure that you actually kind of have a successful
Yeah.
Black Friday, Cyber Monday.
Yeah.
Number one thing we always talk about, come up with a plan.
If you don't got a plan, what you doing?
Yeah, exactly. What is your offer going to be? Are you guys going to, offer a discount code? Are you going to do that free thing? Are you going
Right.
to do the 12 different days of
Are you
promotions?
going to do a free gift? Are you going to have a backup deal if
That's
you
right.
sell out of the other one? Yeah.
You need to think about all that.
Mm-hmm.
Create your plan. What's that offer going to be? Second thing you need to do, schedule those pop-ups.
Yeah.
Schedule those emails, those SMS
Social
messages.
posts.
All of that. And it needs to be for leading up to it,
Yeah.
the day of,
Mm-hmm.
and even the days after if you're going to do a follow-up sale.
Especially, I think you should have an official launch where on sale now, right?
Oh,
now.
I agree.
Go now. We just started.
Same thing with the website. All the things we
Yeah.
talked about on the website. Your website needs to be updated to reflect all that.
Right. Yeah. As soon as that social post goes out, you need to make sure that your site's already live. Because if it's not live on your website yet, then your people will be confused.
That's right.
And if you create confusion, you might not ever get them back.
Yep. We talked about this in one of our past episodes, but creating an editorial calendar.
Oh, yeah.
This is a perfect example of when you would need an editorial calendar.
For this kind of event
Right here.
Mm-hmm.
You could have a whole editorial calendar just for Black Friday.
Absolutely.
The posts that lead up to it, the things that need to happen, the tasks and the people that need to be involved, all of that can be done on a content calendar.
Oh, yeah.
The next thing you need to do, make sure your website can handle the traffic.
Oh, yeah.
That sounds silly,
Oh, yeah.
okay? But if your deal's so good
Yeah.
and you've never had more than 3 people visit your website at a time,
Yeah.
and you didn't know that your hosting you're paying with for GoDaddy for $2 a month or whatever
Yeah, that low,
is the lowest bandwidth.
Look at that word, bandwidth. Yeah.
Because what's going to happen is GoDaddy, who hosts millions of websites, as
Who
they
are
start getting
also
traffic to big sites and little sites, they're going to give more bandwidth, more
Yep.
power, more resources to the sites that they're paying more.
Yep.
They need more.
Mm-hmm.
The guys that are little, I'm not saying your site's not going to work, but you're definitely not going to have the same success as your
As you were.
your competition, right?
Well, we're talking billions of people shopping.
Yeah. And that's thousands of dollars that you can lose. We talked about this. I don't remember the statistic, but just the fact if your site does not load quickly,
Yeah.
you can stand to lose thousands of dollars on revenue.
Absolutely. Because if I'm sitting there trying to get all the latest deals as quick as I can and not miss anything,
And your website won't
it
load,
won't load. I'm going
I'm
somewhere
out.
else.
I'm not going to waste my time because I'm going to
Yeah.
miss out on something else.
Oh, their site must not be working today. Oh, there's also that aspect to it. Oh man, they must be having an issue.
Yep. I'm just going to,
I'm just gonna go.
maybe I'll try later,
Yeah.
which never, ever happens. Rarely.
Well, the try later during Black Friday, Cyber Monday, you could end up. They've already bought it.
Yeah, it's
somewhere
sold out.
else.
Because a lot
Or
of Black
found a
Friday,
different
Cyber Monday
solution.
deals are quantity based. We have
Yeah.
100 of these items
Yep.
that we're going to do this
And once it's gone, it's gone.
So make sure you've got the right hosting plan that has enough resources for the loading.
Yeah.
And make sure it's mobile friendly.
Oh yeah, because $2.9 billion worth of Black Friday shopping was done through mobile phones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a lot of money, dude.
It's a lot.
I'll take a milli.
Well, I can't.
Billy. Whew.
I'm going to tell you, I shop more. It used to be on my computer because the screen was bigger, but as my phone screen got bigger, I do more shopping on it.
And as you know, most companies have optimized for a better and easier online shopping experience from your device.
Yep.
So it's, one tap to buy. That was easy.
And I just thought of this too. If you're having problems with a mobile friendly website, maybe you want to drop an app that is mobile friendly.
That's designed specifically for that.
Yeah.
Make sure you have a return policy in place.
Yeah. Know what you're going to do about these deals.
Yeah. Another one of those things that sounds like, oh, duh, like we have a return policy. No, here's why it's important. Your job is to make people who are making impulsive buying decisions comfortable.
Exactly.
Okay. If I'm about to spend whatever it is, $500, $300, even $50, I need to know that impulsive decision is covered if I regret it later.
I got you. Yeah.
Now, the reality is I am likely not going to return that deal. I'm most likely going to be,
because you're going to end up with other stuff from Christmas that you got to return possibly, or you'll end up regifting it because you'll forget about a Christmas party here.
Or you'll be like, you know what, the deal's so good, whatever. If I use it, I use it. If I don't, I don't.
You know what?
Whatever,
it was especially if it was something that, it was on sale.
Yeah. It's like, whatever. I'm not even going to try to deal with it.
Yeah.
But when it comes to making that decision, if you're willing to do it, you want to know that you have options.
Yeah, just the capability of options.
It's peace of mind.
That's all it is.
It's like insurance, right? Like no one wants to fork out $150, $200 a month for something that they feel like, well, I'm a safe driver.
Yeah.
I don't really need it, but you certainly don't want to get caught without it.
Yeah.
Because what happens when you're in a major accident and you have medical bills and everything else? You have to have it. Yeah. It's the same thing with this privacy, this return policy.
Yeah.
You just need to give people peace of mind that if they had to do it.
Yeah, it's just a guarantee, some sort of peace of mind, like you're saying. Yeah.
Yeah. I'd say the last one I've got for you, kind of the last part of this, how to do it, is retarget. Retarget.
We've talked about that before, repurpose your content, but you want to just keep pushing that info out there.
Yeah. And when we talk about retargeting, like as a marketing solution, essentially what retargeting is, John, is going to 100 sites on Black Friday.
Right.
Looking to score the best deals everywhere. And it's likely that you're going to miss out on one, or you're going to forget, or you're going to have had so many tabs up, or a kid interrupted you while you're in the middle of it that you forget to buy it.
Yeah.
The idea of retargeting is sending these people communication, again, email, SMS, social messages, ads, to bring them back.
I gotcha. Hey, this is still in your shopping cart.
That's right.
Okay.
Yeah. We've got that before, right? Like those emails that say, hey, you forgot this in your cart.
I get them all the time from Sweetwater because I just price things in there and then you buy them.
Retargeting, especially on Black Friday.
Yeah.
There's the intent to purchase is already there.
Absolutely.
There's deals today I'm going to buy. I've been saving my money for the last 3 months because there's deals.
Well, and if someone's been having that thing in their cart for 2 months leading up to Black Friday, you might be able to convert that into a sale.
Yep. Hey, did you know that we have 20% off right now for Black Friday?
I'd say,
I'm going.
Black Friday's a day where you look at all the fish close to the line and you shake it.
That's right.
Hopefully somebody bites.
Exactly. So retargeting is huge. There's a couple ways you can do it. If you're using email marketing tools, most of them have built-in retargeting functionality. If you're using an e-commerce product like Shopify or WooCommerce, they've got built-in retargeting. There's a great company called AdRoll. AdRoll offers a great retargeting product specifically that's retargeting advertising, meaning I went to your website, I added a product to my cart, and instead of just shooting me an email saying it's in my cart, I might actually get followed around on the internet with a little ad on the side.
I gotcha.
That says, hey,
buy this
thing.
Well, I know that's worked for me. Man, I'm thinking about buying this, and then you joke with yourself, oh, it's a sign I need that new guitar player.
Yeah, because it just stayed with you for the last. Yeah, it's retargeting, John.
I know. I knew what it was.
It's a sign.
It's an excuse.
So that's kind of the game plan.
Yeah.
Bottom line is Black Friday, Cyber Monday, that whole weekend, and really like John said, leading up to the new year, is a great opportunity for you to increase revenue in that last quarter, the last kind of, last ditch effort to get your sales up.
Exactly.
So be a part of that. the hack we're going to leave you guys with today. Ooh, sound effects. I love it. Scared me a little bit in a good way.
Yeah.
Today's is all about the shopping guide. And I'm going to talk to you guys about an example that we actually did for a client, Team Never Quit. They are a veteran-owned organization that does a podcast. They have a speakers bureau and they have a clothing line, and it's all like motivational. And so last year, what we did was we went to the owners, Marcus and Melanie Luttrell, and we said, hey, why don't you guys tell us what everybody in the family would want for Christmas? Like, what would their favorite Christmas presents be?
I got you.
Right? So Marcus, he wants this thing, and Melanie wants like this soap or what, this candle or whatever. The kids would want this thing.
Yeah.
And what we did was we took all of that.
Yeah.
We created this shopping guide and we included that, the perfect gift for the dad. That was Marcus's thing that he recommended.
I got you. Yeah.
The perfect gift for the boy. A gift that he kind of recommended.
I got you.
And then what we did within that was we threw in our own products for that client.
I got you, yeah.
So instead of, it's one of those things, it's like I could just say, hey, my shopping guide only consists of stuff that I sell.
Right.
But I don't want to be that way.
Well, you're adding an element of humanity there.
Yeah.
Of reality.
Yeah.
I mean, as much as I wear only beefy stuff, shirts, hats, whatever.
Yeah.
My wife laughed at me last night because I took my polo off and there was another beefy shirt under it.
Nice.
She was like, are you wearing a beefy shirt under a beefy shirt under a beefy shirt? I was like, it's a hoodie.
Well, we don't
on
have
a
beefy
shirt.
underwear yet, so yes.
So yes, for now, that's all I got.
Beefy underwear.
And then I'm going to layer up. But anyway, in reality, I'm not going to be like that with most products. I'm doing that because it's our company,
Exactly.
And if it's your company, you're probably going to
be
be like
prideful,
that.
a little excited. Yeah.
But as far as what you like, you're not going to be that loyal, so to speak,
Yeah. And the reality is, like you said, although I love my own gear, yes, people love it, but they don't love every single thing I have, nor is everything I have the perfect answer to every, gift. So that's exactly what we did. We mixed in what their favorite items were authentically that were not theirs.
Yeah, that's awesome.
And we mixed it in with their products.
I got you.
So I was like, hey, this is the perfect everyday t-shirt. That's the Team Never Quit t-shirt.
Yeah.
Right? But the perfect Marcus gift might be custom smoker or something like that, something like a barbecue pit or something real manly. And so that's a great way to do it. And it's really easy. John, you brought up a great example earlier when we were talking about partnering with your local businesses in the area. You can do exactly what I'm saying there.
Yeah, exactly.
Sprinkle in a few of your products into your
especially
buyer's guide.
If y'all have your shops or whatever. You know how they have the retail districts in every town and across America. Yeah, if you got a couple other small businesses over there, even if they're not, if they're big corporations, ask them anyway. Maybe they'll partner with you.
Exactly. Speaking of small businesses, and kind of to wrap this episode up, I'm wearing this hoodie. It says The Beef Podcast.
And I'm wearing this one that says
Ask me about my podcast. So Beefy Marketing actually has another podcast that, if you're listening to this episode, it probably just dropped.
Yeah.
It's called The Beef Podcast, and we are interviewing local business owners every single week, really to support our local community, to give them a platform to talk about what they're doing, what they sell, what they offer. And that is something you guys can be doing too. Support your local businesses, support your community.
Yeah.
If you guys want to check out that podcast, you can check it out anywhere you get your podcast. It's called The Beef. And we are grateful to have a great sponsor involved in that show. It's a lot of fun. And hey, I hope this episode was helpful in terms of getting you prepared for Black Friday, for Cyber Monday. Something here should be able to help you increase your sales revenue.
If nothing else, give you some ideas. Yeah,
absolutely. John?
It's always a blast, man.
Always, dude. That's a good one.
I
think it's good. Hey, if you liked it, just
let us know about it.
Let us know.
We don't get great comments.
We don't get
comments at all.
Give us comments.
We don't get comments.
See you later.
Thank you for listening to another episode of the Business Growth Hacks Podcast. Be sure to subscribe wherever you get your podcasts so you never miss an episode. To get more marketing tips and tricks, follow Beefy Marketing on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Beefy Marketing. And to take your business to the next level, check out our website at www.beefymarketing.com.